Welcome back, and as I mentioned, our Simone Eli is in Birmingham at the 6A Boys Basketball Championship. Blount taking on Mountain Brook tonight. Simone joining us now on the phone. Simone, this one really went down to the wire, huh?
Lenise, no doubt about it. This game went down to the wire, like you mentioned. Third-ranked Blount taking on top-ranked Mountain Brook. And this was a rematch from last season's semifinal game where Mountain Brook won by 3 points. So we knew this was going to be a good one. Blount hoping to change the script and redeem themselves tonight. And you know what, Lenise? In the very beginning, it seemed as though Blount was going to make it happen. It was back and forth in the first quarter. Incredible performances from both teams. Mountain Brook was really keeping the pace up, running down the floor, taking shots from the outside. Couldn't get a ton to fall in the beginning, but eventually they started clicking. Blount also driving the ball very, very well. At the end of the first quarter, it was 16-15. The Spartans were leading the Leopards, but Blount was not going to give in there. And at halftime, Blount would actually be on top with incredible performances from Divine Miles, who had 11 points. Also, Antonio Chapman, who had 11 points. They shot unbelievably well. Divine Miles was 7 of 15 from the field. Chapman was 7 of 13, so they combined for a total 40 points, excuse me. So incredible outputs from those two, who definitely helps try to lead Blount into the, do well into this game. But going into the second half was not the same. Mountain Brook came out shooting well. Blount tried to keep it close. This one was back and forth all the way down to the wire. Eventually, Blount's 26 turnovers caught up with them. It would go down to the wire, like I mentioned, free throws exchanging back and forth, and the final in this one would be Mountain Brook on top 60 to Blount's just 57. So really an incredible season from Blount. They finished 27-4 on the year, a great state championship game run. They could not, end it on a finish with a win, but unfortunately for them, still, their coach said to me just now he's so proud of his seniors. I talked to Divine Miles. He said he could not be happier for his team. God has blessed him with an incredible season, and there's no doubt that they're hurting, but they're going to look back on the season, Lenise, and just say, you know what, we absolutely did well. We dominated the season, 27-4, like I said, for the Leopards. So despite a loss tonight, they have so much to be proud of. No reason to hang their heads. Could not be happier for Blount and the city of Pritchard.
Simone, really quickly, was it really crowded up there? A lot of local people making up to Birmingham for that game?
You know what, Lenise, to be totally honest with you, it was about 90-10 percentage-wise in terms of Mountain Brook to Blount. And, Mountain Brook's, smack dab in Birmingham, which is where we are now. So, obviously, they had a huge turnout in terms of fans. And Blount didn't have a ton of fans, but they did have their support staff nonetheless. It was definitely dominated by the green here tonight, the Spartans, but no doubt they had a fan section, and I know I was cheering for them. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it happen tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They had you cheering from them. All right, thanks so much, Simone, and of course, congrats.